It's been a few days, and that you've been in the city, working under the employ of this Marineth, who you met in the Six Candles Inn, the fanciest tavern in the city. And she has offered you a job that the town guards, what they call the brownies here, don't seem interested in taking, or at least not effective in doing something about. There have been little girls going missing. And she gives you a clog from one of them that was taken by the mother of the child. So you go and you talk to the mother. The father's gone missing. She says that he's been searching for her. And eventually you find that there's an entire underground part to the city where this is a thriving business of buying and selling human beings. For some reason, when you were there, pretending to be, using the magic of Magnus to pretend to be that you were, pretending that you were members of the Wheelwrights Guild, had a reason to be in the black market. The auction for the young girls was closed, or no one was participating. There was only one buyer. It seemed to be happening under the table. And they were all young girls, some of them teenagers and some children, and all female. You purchased one and kept her at the inn. And you have also come to know the Sisters of the Maiden's Cross. A extremely violent and zealous group of paladins in the city, all women who have a tendency to take a means justifies the ends approach to problems. And you've come to an agreement with the master of this chapter of paladins, Dame Holycroft. And you have identified by stealing a boat, by the way. You stole a boat. There's several things going on in the town where you probably are going to have to just get out of town anyways. You steal this boat, but you find the location of where this exchange is happening, and they're camped out there. So in the same day, you make it back upriver, and night is falling, and you're all on horseback, and that's where you begin. You meet Dame Holycroft just outside of Bard's Gate, in a place called the Stables Row. Is a town outside of the town where traders and horse sellers stay, and horses are kept. And you see a group of women here, all in plate mail, heavily armed with war horses. There are 5 in total of them. And there are 4 of you. You know that you're probably outnumbered 5 to 1. Maybe 4 to 1.
Oh.
What do you do?
I was following this as we're meeting up with the paladins, and now you're saying we're outnumbered by the paladins?
No. When you did a reconnaissance of the camp, you saw that there were tents, a boathouse, and a ship. You could see, and you asked, like, how many people seems to be in the boathouse. Right. There are probably between 15 and 30 people between the boathouse, and the tents. You're not exactly sure.
Right. Okay.
Did we jam the door, or was that... we were talking about it?
We didn't do anything.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, because we realized that there was the outside tents and stuff that would have visibility. I was thinking it was only in that building at first.
So right now...
Well, it would be best to make a distraction or something. Maybe surprise them.
So
wait, are we...
Yeah, go ahead.
Are we here now with the? So we're here now with the paladins, or were you describing the last thing we saw?
Who's the group? I forgot this.
I don't think it's big.
Nothing else. A group caller gets 50 XP. Yeah, Richard. It's it's you.
Give me just a second. I'm gonna need to take some notes real quick to do some thinky brain things. Okay, so on our side we've got Alaric, and we've got Flanagan. No, Bara. Bara, what spells you got spooled up?
What spell do I have?
Yeah, or what? Yeah, what do you have spooled up right now, spell wise?
I believe it's light. Yeah.
Okay.
I've got that too.
Okay, Caden. Yeah, it's light. And okay, and we've got 5 paladins with us.
Yes.
Is that correct? Who are in Warhorse and Heavy Plate?
Yes.
I've got Sure White Wings too.
And Ross, where exactly are we right now? Are we? This is what Dan was asking. Are we by the still up at Bard's Gate, or are we traveling now? I missed that one part.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're at Bard's Gate. Let me find it here.
Not in it yet. We're just right near it.
Oh, I thought we had gotten to the camp already.
That's why I was confused. So I know we got the number of people that are in the camp, but I thought that was information from the last time that we're capping now.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Okay.
You're
so
at the edge of the city,
Okay.
outside.
Now I
the city.
understand.
And the camp information that we're outnumbered about 5 to 1, which is to say that there are about 45 people in there.
No, I'm sorry. Maybe my math was poor. Somewhere between 15 and 30, you're not sure, because you reckon there's somewhere around 12 in the boathouse. There's a bunch in the tents, and there's some people on the boat.
Okay. So there's the boathouse is on a pier. Like, how is the boathouse connected to the shore?
You know what?
It was on the shore.
Let's ride back down and then get that map up and then plan from there. That's what
Agreed.
Right, in case we need anything from the town, is there anything from there that we would need? Like, obviously, they've got their equipment. There's nothing we can get because I don't think any of us are in the equipment buying situation right now. But is there any?
Bring oil.
Well,
oil. We can burn up that house.
We don't know who's in it, but yeah.
That's
I have
the main
5
issue.
pints. I have 5 pints of oil already.
I've got 4.
Okay.
It
Very
also
big backpack full of all sorts of useful
I
crap.
could buy some plate mail, but
yeah. Plate mail wouldn't be a bad idea if you could afford it.
If
I get the sense we're like late at night. We are just like doing a quick turnaround to get back down as soon as possible. Like, I don't know if we can do that kind of buying. I don't know. Well,
True.
Do we have time to buy plate mail?
important question.
Probably not, but you could have bought it.
Ross, what are our purchasing opportunities here? I assume low, but I need to hear it.
I would say low right now. It is nighttime. And besides that, you're not even sure exactly what they're about to do with these people. So I will tell you, you just dropped the girl off at a tavern so you can get basic supplies. And I would include things like torches and food and lamp oil, flasks of oil makes sense.
Okay.
What's the weather like tonight?
It is clear but cold and overcast.
Get some blankets.
I choose my spells at morning, right? Or do I choose my spell? When do I choose my spells? It's after I sleep, right?
Yeah. In the morning, right?
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Is this the campaign world where they choose at different times of the day? One of these campaigns I play in has that. I don't remember which.
Good God.
Because I'm not a spellcaster, so there was if you're it's this time, and I think it's alignment wise. So I don't think it's here, obviously, because they don't have equal. Never mind.
So, what phase of the moon is it? I swear to God, I'm not messing with you. I'm trying to figure what the lighting conditions are.
Yeah, no, I think that's great. It's an overcast sky. The clouds are moving. You do have a moon, but so the illumination is intermittent. And so, sure, you ride Jean Holycraft. She says as much. She says, she says, we probably do not have much time.
All right.
We'll have to try to make a plan on the way, I think.
Okay.
Do you have any squires or anybody that can be used for distraction in a distance that we'll discuss it when we're on the way? If so, bring them along. Not to engage in combat, just to perhaps make noise somewhere.
You overestimate us, Mizur. The people you see with me right now
Is everyone
are the Sisters of the Maiden's Cross.
okay?
I think that's my job, says Bara. I'm nothing here but a squire, really. I mean,
Yeah, I used my light earlier and I forgot.
Bara, I don't want. How quickly can you run?
It's not
pretty fast.
Okay, good. You may well serve as our distraction tonight.
My face
Can
is
you
still covered in blood, by the way, from the beating I had before.
You should probably wash up. Have we healed him at all?
Yeah, I was going to ask how many hit points you got.
I've got 3 out of 4, baby.
Okay, well,
That's not bad.
Not bad, not bad.
I've met plenty of people with 1 hit die who have less hit points than that.
You want to heal me up?
I don't think that's a great investment of our limited healing resources at this time.
Thanks a lot.
I have 2 cure light wounds and a
Don't
potion
do
of
it.
healing.
Don't do it.
Yeah, I'm not.
Okay, let's get to that. Let's get to the camp and take a look at that map. Start doing thinky brain things.
Yeah.
Okay, so if that's the direction we're coming from. Okay. What do we know about these parts of the map?
Well, we didn't get any
There's
information.
trees.
Yeah.
There are trees.
Well, what does it look like now, Ross? Because they were out partying before. Is it different?
When you break the tree line, I would imagine in order to do this, you have to send like an advanced group, like a leader's reconnaissance. They probably can't just like clop up on war horses. So I'll say, since you're the caller, Richard, you go up. Don't worry, you won't get caught, and you'll take a liaison. Everybody else is back for when the time comes to actually use the weapons you have to
Errol
form
can
this
be
plan.
fairly sneaky. Yeah,
So
like,
you-
know, by
You sneak up to the tree line, and you can. It's a cold night, frigid night air. You can see the moon being obscured overhead with the icy clouds. The trees, unlike what's seen in this map, are covered in snow, and the ground is also covered in snow. And the water has been broken for the passage of boats into the boathouse. Otherwise, portions of it along the shoreline are frozen. When you come up into the when you come up into this open area, so you have the tents. There's a fire here. I can put a little thing there. The campfire, of course, and there are guards. Everyone else is sleeping for, whatever they intend to eventually do with these women tomorrow. There are, let's see how many.
I was going to suggest setting the boat on fire, but that's where the girls are, so...
if the girls are in the boat, that raises the possibility of simply stealing the boat.
I mean,
Guards. So, how many guards, more or less?
You see a group of 2 guards guarding the entrance to the boathouse. They would actually be on the opposite side. There are 2 guards on opposite sides watching, doing fire watch for the tents. And there are 2 guards guarding the boat. The rest are either off duty or asleep.
Okay.
The guards that are. Go ahead.
I was going to say, if we could get a small team to the boat to free the girls
Yeah.
while everybody else attacks.
How quickly would children be incapacitated by exposure in this weather?
I'll answer that question because I'll bring up a few different factors that would be obvious to you. But sorry, I saw you. What were you going to say, Dan?
No, I'm going to ask some questions, but you can bring these up. It might affect the questions.
All right. Yeah. You were at the slave auction, so this is something your characters would know. These poor girls were not well dressed. and exposure is a serious threat as far as if they're going to be out or if they were exposed to water. The other thing, and I mentioned this last time, the boat has been shored, and it's a large boat. This is a boat that has
He told us
could carry 15 passengers. If you had every single one of you work in a concerted effort to unshore the boat and set it to water, you could do that. So it's possible, but doing it, without a ton of noise and work, and then of course you've got all the guards there. Also, you're not sure where the slaves are. Also, just to note that.
My worry was they could escape on boats while we're fighting.
Yeah, no.
How many of them will it take to get the boat back in the water?
So
it would take all of us to do it. So
yeah, and it would take too long. Also, I mean, we're not talking.
I
would be the work of at least a half hour.
So we don't have to worry about them getting away while we're fighting.
No.
True. Seems not. Yeah, it seems like the boat is not an easy exit. It's a very difficult exit. It's an exit, but a hard one. Okay, the guards. What can I tell of their weapons and armor?
From where you are, you can only see the guards in their lantern light at the boathouse. The rest are shadows, but you can tell that there are guards that are awake. At the boathouse, you can see that they look like they have large, heavy axes and bows strung across their shoulder. They look like they're wearing, at best, leather armor, if not just normal winter clothing.
I would say we could probably lure as many away as possible.
Well, I was about to ask things, but I realized also I'm not there, so I'm going to wait till he comes back before. That way I can only ask things based on the information he's gathered.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
The boathouse. I assume it's wooden construction.
Yeah.
The rooftop is thatched or tiled?
Thatched. Daub, thatch, wood. Yeah. Daub walls, and thatched roof. It's not too fancy.
So things are pretty wattle and... I don't know how flammable wattle and daub is.
Just to say that, the walls are reinforced with wood beams and, it's just wooden house, generally speaking.
But big chunks of it are mud or earth and not particularly flammable, so lighting up the walls might be difficult. Roof will go right up, but...
Yeah, the roof will go up.
All right.
Okay. Okay.
You think that it would probably take 3 oil flasks to immolate the building. If you get that inside and get it placed, it would catch the whole place on fire. It's flammable.
No. Okay. What's the scale of this map? Do I have any idea?
I think that the distance is correct, and I think your character would be able to basically judge the distance pretty well, even though it's dark.
For this, I am happy. This might sound ridiculous, but honestly, it's looking increasingly to me like the best approach is just hit them with a cavalry charge and completely mess them up with as little warning as possible, and just
when you come back,
violence.
When you say you've looked at everything and come back, I'll comment on that.
Okay.
So are you back now?
Yeah. I think I've gathered all of the information I usefully can. I return.
I was thinking that exactly the cavalry charge, or maybe perhaps from 2 directions, but exactly, though usually it's better to do one. The cavalry charge, but first, if we were to engage and then have them come out to attack us while we were on foot, and we stayed somewhat close to the trees, and it looks like the good straightaway behind us. If we were to, when the thing started, we do the old slide to the side and let the cavalry come at the people that were going to come at us. That might make them break up and if nothing else, interrupt their flow, and then we can get closer and not worry about an arrow fight and stuff like that.
Possibly. Yeah. But If I was in their position and people started shooting at us, shooting at me from the tree line, I'd just go inside.
Why don't I sneak up by myself? Give me a bunch of oil. I'll go up on the other side of the house and set the roof on fire. They'll chase me back to the bushes.
You've got a light spell you can use to draw their attention.
What about taking? I don't know if this is physically possible. I've never done it. Preparing fire arrows with rags and the oil and lobbing them at the roof. The fire arrow, whether or not the arrows will fly, is the part that I don't really actually know. How to prepare fire arrows.
I guess I wonder if we're firing at them from the forest, they're gonna just fire back. If it's just one person, if it's just one person like me running back.
Well, fire arrows are going to be set on fire.
Proposal, Bara, how far away can you project your light?
I can do it about from right from about the tree line here.
But okay, so you could light them up from about 50 feet away?
Yeah.
So here's my proposal. I have a ranged weapon. Alaric has a ranged weapon. I don't know which of... I don't think Bara and Caden have ranged weapons.
I have a flame.
If they are lit up by light,
That's true.
We are in darkness in the tree line, we are going to be at an extreme advantage in a range situation. That may inspire them to come kill us, and one of two things will happen. They will either button up in the building, at which point the paladins can charge in, or they will come after us, at which point the paladins can charge in. In either case, my assumption is that this will... I'm still not sure if we want to give them that much time to think.
Yeah.
I feel like if the first warning they have that they are being attacked is that they are being hit with a heavily armored cavalry charge.
No, you're right.
It's hard to beat that.
No, you're right, because the numbers. If we were dealing with bigger numbers on their side, like of something like 30 versus 5 or something like that, then I think we're better off getting them to form up and break them up. But if we're dealing with like a 2-to-1 or just barely over that ratio, we can cut that 2-to-1 down dramatically from killing the guards as much or hurting them as much as we can before they even act. So I think you're right. I think your first instinct is more correct, to hit them hard, and then us follow up running right behind the cavalry charge.
Yeah, I don't think we want to be too clever here.
Or like you said, you could also lead the cavalry charge inside. They go further in, toward the campfire even, or whatever, and then do the light thing over there, which, puts them in light. We fire, then we go forward.
Yeah, I was thinking something like that.
A combination of the two.
Yeah, the combination.
Well, I'd like
charge in darkness, and then boom.
I'd like to suggest a third part of the combination, which is to light the roof on fire, if we can do that by surprise, because they have cover. They've got hard cover in there. And if we're going to have the advantage of the horses is if they're out in the open, right? So tents are fine.
The problem is sneaking up on the hut. You could get caught.
Yeah,
And then what's in the hut besides
right? Yeah, we don't know where the principals are.
They would be best kept in the
if they're because they can't survive exposure. They're not dressed. They're either in the boat or they're they could be in the boat, they could be in the tents, they could be in the building. Either way, we can't just start lighting things on fire because the children could be in any of those.
I think they're going to be either in the boat or the building. I think the building is where I put them, but the boat or the building, because that way you can keep them all together and have less people guarding them. If they're in the tents, you have to have a guard per each one, and it's tricky.
Definitely not in the tents, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I mean, as I said, the risk is that there's the initial charge, and they're like, get into the boat in the building.
I mean, if they hold up inside, then we light it on fire.
Well, then, I'd like to suggest that we do, if we can get information beforehand, it would be really helpful. There's only 6 of them out there.
Some of us are really sneaky.
It'd be really great to peek through a window and see if we can see children sleeping in that building.
I agree. That's a good thing if we can pull it off. If you can
That's
pull it
a
off.
huge if. I don't think we don't have. None of us are thieves.
Nope.
None of us are super adept infiltrators.
The best way would be the water. We can't do it now.
Yeah, I'm Dex 14. I think I'm the stealthiest person here.
You could come through the woods on the west, but
go ahead, Gerald or Richard. What were you saying?
I'm Dex 14.
Yeah.
I think I'm the sneakiest person here. I'm not doing that. I'd like the odds of me getting caught are just too high, and
that blows the surprise.
And the surprise is so valuable.
Yeah.
I think we hit them with a cavalry charge and mob up as aggressively as we can.
And I
the
think
cavalry charge is going through the tents then, I guess, right? Because that's where they're all the most exposed. Like we've only got 6 people out there right now, right? There's I guess what I'm asking is how are you going to charge? Who are you charging? Because there's nobody out there right now.
Charging the 6. Well, the 4. First of all, yeah, definitely the tent guys I would hit first with the light being behind. As soon as they get to hit the tent, you fire the light at the ones at the door, blinds them. It also blind anybody coming out. Like night blindness will, ruin their night vision at least for a second or two. Then they attack those guys. If they did button up, the first thing we do is we run past and grab the tents and stuff like that and see what we can spike to the windows or whatever, and make it so they can't see, and then we can take our time deciding how we're going to get them, because it becomes a waiting match. Do we bust in the doors? Do they bust out? But it's not like they're going to go anywhere, so we have them. Mobility is gone for them if they're all in the building.
Yeah,
unless we try to go through the west side and bust into the building while they charge. I don't know.
Okay,
Actually, quick question. This isn't listed on the map. Where on the map were there entrances?
I believe that this was mentioned last time, that there's only a single entrance into the building.
It's from the wall.
There's no entrances on the other side? That's odd.
That is
because
odd.
then they can't get onto land.
Well, there's got to be a little. Maybe there's an overhang there or something.
Yeah, maybe there's an overhang they can walk along the edge.
Hangs over or something. I'm not going to argue with that. Having one door.
Yep.
Do you? Okay. One other thought, just before we do this, another thought would be to see if we could lure one of them when they go take a leak in the bush and ask them where the children are.
Yeah, we could try to capture one of them. That's very risky, though.
I'm not saying it's the right thing to do. I'm just putting it out there.
We'd have to be ready to get them. We can't run to but we have to predict what bush they're going to go to.
Yeah, we don't know where they're going to go.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Listen,
Let's just do the regular thing. The charge.
Yeah, it's very easy to
Charge.
get caught up in thinking, how do we get enough information to make the perfect plan?
Yeah.
I don't think we can.
Right, and the plan will change
as
as soon as we charge anyway.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
No plans ever survive first contact.
We have to remember that because we are playing a role-playing game, we have the capacity to adapt to new developments faster than any real person ever could. We can communicate telepathically, infantryman to infantryman, by establishing, out of character, what it is that we want to do.
Yeah.
We can afford to fly by the seat of our pants a lot more than we could if we were actually doing this in real life. And that's the only reason we have a chance in hell, so we should lean on it.
Yeah,
I'm leaning on it.
All right.
So charge the guys, run over if you can, with if they use lances or whatever, charge the one at the tent and keep going toward the boats. That way it'll hopefully drive them to start turning in that direction. And then we
go
also hit
after
them
the
with a
building.
light, and we come up for the mop up and the ones that are coming out.
So here, that sounds basically, about like that. My proposal is horse guys go this way. I'm drawing a little line. I'm just going to draw a horsey.
Yes.
But that's going to cause these guys to pivot. These guys are either going to move to attack or they're going to move to get into the building. By the time those guys move to get into the building, we should already be running this way to cut them off from getting in and to button up whoever is within the building.
Yes.
That'll allow the horse guys to finish clearing down this route.
Yeah, that's good. And then we'll see if there's kids in there. And if there's not, we burn it, right?
Sounds good to me. We've got enough accelerant so we can burn that thing to the ground.
I've even got stuff, yeah.
This is all, of course, you did your leader's reconnaissance and then you came back. This is a ways back, of course, if that... oh my. I have lag on this side too. What is going on? Oh, I see what I'm doing. I'm doing something wrong. That's why. Let me figure this out.
Are there 5 of us?
There's 4 of us as infantry, I believe. There's me.
Who's the other person there?
Oh, wait. I have no idea, actually. I do not know who that is.
Hey, we have a spy. It's one of them.
Eat him.
But
Bite his legs.
Give me a second here. Sorry, I can't see.
You all turn around and you see the guys
take your
in
time.
the bandit outfit with us. What?
Oh, I'm betraying them.
Yeah.
The things they were doing made me feel bad.
Yeah, there you go.
I can't remember who that is. That's somebody. I'm gonna get rid of them now.
Shouldn't have. Yeah.
Okay, so now here it's you four up here. So anyways, I was trying to... it's weird, I don't seem to have the ability to draw in roll 20 right now. I can't...
There was a drawing there a minute ago.
Yeah, I can't draw. It doesn't show. Here we go. Hold shift. Oh, okay. Okay.
I've had all kinds of problems with Roll20 lately. It's just been really in my games.
Yeah. Polygon line. Usually I have an option to draw, and it's gone. It's so weird. But whatever. Actually, I have another option. I'm just... I was just trying to point out. So you guys do the Leaders of Conscience over here, right? Then you go back, and this is occurring way out here somewhere. Like, it's occurring away from line of sight, so you can see because you need light, because you can't see in the dark and everything else. You got horses, right? So Jeanette Hollycroft, she says, after you all discuss this, and you kind of go back and forth, she says, yes, I think as best as we can manage is to strike as hard as fast as we can. May the light protect us and be with us. I should say this is a good way to die if necessary, but I cannot say that tonight, because we must liberate these poor women.
Okay, we'll say a blessing.
Okay.
Not that it's going to do anything, but
Yeah. All right. And so
It raises my morale.
what's your signal for them to charge?
I think their charges are signal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very well.
Yeah,
So you wait at the tree
Yeah,
line
we'll hear
here. Go
probably a
ahead
little
and-
farther.
Yeah, go ahead
a
and move
little
your
farther.
tokens. Now you probably can only make it about right here before you have to start seeing if they know you're there. Either that or you need to go
Okay.
in the woods.
That's
Yeah.
about.
I
That's
was
as-
in the woods. That's why I'm in here in the woods.
Here, okay.
Um,
Da-da-da.
and I think, let's see, I've got it in feet. You probably, this is what, a couple of rounds, or you can use an entire round to get the boathouse. So I'll say that, by the way, that like you can use your entire round just to get there if that's what you want to do.
I'm moving at 12 at the moment. I don't know what that means in feet.
Oh, movement rate 12, yeah. So it's like divided by, that's
yeah, I'm 9.
4 squares, which is 40 feet. So,
Okay.
so
got
you
it.
know, if you use your entire round, you can get there.
Yep,
And everybody can
got
get there. Okay, so anyways, you can see in the dark, you hear them kind of mutter, you're listening to these guys, talk, and they're like, wait a second, what is that? Is that a light? What is that? And they're just about to dash off when all of a sudden you hear yelling, and you hear hooves beating the ground, and horses all of a sudden charge out. Now I will give them a surprise round because I feel like this is pretty surprising. So I'll give them 2 shots at this. I believe that they have... It's just a paladin. They just have an attack. So they'll get 2 shots. 2 of them peel off, and they're charging through to just try to clear these guards out and just cause havoc.
Are they using lances? Or swords?
They have swords.
Okay.
Jeanette has some special
This
things.
lance would have given them double damage if they hit.
Okay, that definitely hits. Now this is a surprise round, so I'm also going to give them another round in combat as well. But they may not be able to act first. And anyways, let's see. What else? Lean twos. 4 and 2.
Heroic long follow-up boss. Nice.
Oh yeah, it's that's from a game like 3 years ago. Let's see. Right off the bat, these two women charge into the dark, and they hew down these two guards.
Yes.
And then charge past, and join the lean-tos. I'm gonna roll for Jeanette Holycroft. Is a longsword a D8 or
Yeah.
D6?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. That's
D8.
what I thought. Okay, that does a 6. So that also takes out that guard.
Live is with us.
And they charge past. Now,
The heavy cavalry is with us. It's even better.
they're going to start meeting their reputation here and just murdering people in their sleep.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
Yep,
fine.
yep.
go ahead.
All about it.
These people scramble out of their tents, but they're on the back foot. It's going to take them a second to mobilize. Okay, and let's see. There's one more there that can attack, and so they kill another one. And one kind of
Wow.
charged off by herself. Also
Hope
hit,
she's okay.
but does not entirely kill this person. Okay, so that all happens like as they charge into the tents. They slice down these two guards before anything can happen. I will say that this gives you your surprise round, so you're able to use your turn to get to the building if you want. It has one entrance.
Not moving at full speed.
So our speed is 120 then, or like 120 feet. that the-
Whatever your right now, I'll say that you can get to the boathouse. So even if if your movement rate is 9, you can still make it. But
Cool.
But that's your surprise turn, you know, and then we're gonna roll for initiative next.
Love to be
after-
rolling initiative.
Vara's going to go around the backside, as you can see, the other way
Yeah.
from you guys, because I want to strategically place a light spell here somewhere, and I don't think it should be right where you guys are going into the.
Nah.
I think that's sensible. I trust you.
I'm gonna turn off the nameplates because it's kind of crazy if that's all right. Everybody
No
probably
worries.
knows their characters at this point anyway.
Those things got pretty big.
Okay, so what? All right, so that's your turn. So Richard, you can roll a d6. Oh, you win. House wins.
Yay.
Yes.
Now these, by the way, these people down here. Well, you wouldn't notice. You wouldn't be able to see them in the dark. They disappear.
I quickly look behind and go, Bash?
Hi.
Because I was positioning myself in case they ran out to, jump them. But if we've got the initiative, we should
Get
go
in.
Okay, now I get to do a cool thing. Gosh darn it, I can't even... Let me see if I can make something out of... I need to make a building here, which isn't hard.
Oh.
And this can be very embarrassing because I didn't get a good view at the door. And since I really,
All right, so
You
now...
want like 30 people come and murder us immediately?
Let's see here.
Well, if that's the case, it's just as well that we're going to be bottling them up inside the building for a little while.
Yeah.
So you kick the door in and charge in. Is that the plan?
that's the plan.
You
And I have
Special forces now.
an arrow, ready to fire in case, I kick and that's what I see. That's what I'm gonna do.
I think you can't do both. I think you have to either move or fire an arrow.
Oh, I can't kick the door and then.
Yeah.
Okay, that's right.
Kick the
All
door,
right.
you be the arrow
Well,
guy.
then-
what's your
then
what's your
let's have
dexterity? Whatever.
My dexterity
I'll-
sucks. Have
All
somebody
right.
else kick the door and the bowman be ready.
It's
I'll
all right.
kick the
Bowman,
door.
You kick the door.
You all kick the door in and you charge into the building.
Oh, I was
and-
saying we stand outside and fire.
Okay, you can do that. Only 2 can do that if that's the case. Like you're.
Me and Richard, right?
Vara's around the back, actually. He's
Okay.
up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kick in the door and you see a bunch of people on straw mats and stuff asleep. A bunch of hired thugs.
Ah,
Kill them in their sleep.
I mean, they wake up, obviously, but
Aw.
yes.
Well, that's good. That's good. It makes me feel better about firing.
Yeah. All
Doesn't
right.
make me feel better.
If you're firing a missile weapon, you can do that now.
Okay, Ross, are there windows in the back where I am here?
Yeah.
Okay.
You probably have to, like, jump up on the slumped over body and like, get up on his back and stuff and climb up to be able to see in it. But
As long as I have a clear sight that it's, before I go in, that, you know, these are not children and stuff like that, I will be firing.
all right, do it. Everybody roll your attacks. I'm going to be...
Yeah, might as well
That's
roll
a hit
sling
and a
attack.
maximum damage. Well, it's
Very
not
good.
maximum because I have a plus... no, I don't have any plus to hit, so that was maximum.
All right.
And I don't know if I hit armor class 11.
Did you say I can't actually? I have to get up to see through the window.
No, you can see in the window. Yeah, go ahead.
Throwing darts in at somebody. Is that okay?
Yeah, you break in the window, which
Yeah.
will alert them,
Yeah.
but yes.
Throw 3 darts in. Rate of
Okay.
fire 3.
I hit somebody with a sling. I think.
Looks like it. I'm keeping sword and shield up because I figure these guys are going to come at us. Someone's got to block the way.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop my sling.
So, I fire at the one there first, and if he's still alive, I fire again. Otherwise, I fire.
In true wizardly fashion, I throw 3 darts and don't get over a 9. You guys-
1/8 of the time, it happens every time.
Cast a light spell over there.
Maybe next turn. I'm still not
Yeah.
clear where the best place to go is. It's too bad I don't have a torch and oil, because from here, now that we know, I could light the roof on fire.
You don't have
Do
your
it.
oil?
No,
Just-
everybody else has it. I don't
Oh,
have
okay.
oil.
Oh,
Yeah, I have oil. Too bad.
well,
Oops. We didn't
can
think
I
of that.
say that I handed it off to him, or no?
No.
No,
Okay.
Meanwhile, over in the tents, this isn't... some of you could see this from the outside. It just looks like fighting. The bad guys won the initiative against the paladins. I'm going to start my... Let's see here. We have 1. Oh, that's sad. I don't think they've got 1, 2, 3... Oh, wait, no, I've got this wrong.
Richard, did we ever find out from the paladins if they are the type that allow prisoners?
I wouldn't expect it,
Six.
given
Okay.
what we have seen so far.
No, the reason, yeah, because
We haven't
otherwise
asked
I
them
would have
about it
yelled.
explicitly.
Because I'm not yelling for surrender if they're not going to take prisoners, so I don't want to yell that.
Yeah, no.
I'm not
No
that guy.
prisoners.
Their best bet for survival is to run away. But unfortunately, they are in a building with no exits. So they should have... This is why you put exits in your buildings, I feel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Didn't
It's
meet
a
the fire code, did it?
It's a
Yeah.
fire code violation there.
Mm-hmm.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I just realized that you've got like a level 7 paladin on your side here.
Oh. Well, that would have changed the outcome.
Yeah.
That's not as big a deal in first edition as it would be in like 3rd or 5th, but it's still a pretty big deal.
That's true.
Indeed. Yeah.
Hit points wise, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
In a mass combat calculation, it's a huge deal. Huge deal. And let's see.
Oh, if they're first levels, it's a ridiculously huge deal.
Yeah, and they,
But
they
remember,
appear to
paladins
be.
don't get a chance to... They don't
yeah,
get
they don't-
7 hits.
they only get
That's
one.
a fighter thing.
Yeah, it's only a fighter.
Yeah.
So they
Still,
They get 1 attack.
level 7.
Or 2 if they get 2 attacks at level 7.
actually one of the paladins falls. So I'm gonna
No.
resolve that.
Wow.
But they've nearly mopped them up. Let's see, how many? What's going on here?
Well, good, because I think we need backup.
Strange
Yes.
lights begin to appear from the boat. Meanwhile, back with you all in the building, that was okay. So they still get to act. So yeah, they definitely they pile up on the door to try to fight. Now this wizard's poking out the window, so they're gonna go try to drag you in.
Uh-oh.
You can make 2 strength saves to keep from getting dragged in by these thugs.
You can do it, Muscle Wizard. Cast Fist.
If they have a ranged weapon, they'll be able to fire into melee, and for their life, they're willing to do that.
Yeah.
Watch these saves. Here we go.
They kill each other.
First one, fail. Second one, fail.
They drag you in. So they both do
Get
that.
out.
They drag you in on your turn. That's their turn. And then these two,
Well,
actually, they're going to stay where they are. These are going to stay where they are because, like, their lives are at stake. So these two run up. They're gonna attack.
you know, we're the cast light now.
Does a 14 hit Gerald? No, right? Of course not.
16.
16, okay. And then the next one is for Alaric. Does a 17 hit? Does a 17 hit Alaric?
Pretty sure it does.
Yeah. What was that?
Alaric, we cannot hear you.
I'm
speak.
sorry, I was talking with the mute on. Yeah, I'm saying, are you kidding me, man? I think I could get hit with I get hit with like a 10, 14. Oh, I have
Right.
14. I have a better AC than I thought. 14.
You
So,
take two hit points of damage from this guy who
2 hit
slices
points.
you with an axe. And then these others, they do have
Where's my hit points thing?
bows, and they're going to
There it
fire into melee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 times.
Oh God. Goodbye, guys.
All right. So let's see. Starting with Richard, and then I kind of move over from there. You said a 17 hits, that's right? So
The 17 will hit me, yes.
okay. So I'll go ahead and roll for his short bow. You take 1 hit point of damage, and
I don't
then
think I'll...
that misses,
And-
misses.
And what is it? They have a 1 in 5 chance hitting the target, or what is it? How does it work? Like when we did
Yeah,
it,
they're
we had
firing
to,
into melee, so they might hit their own dudes.
yeah, they might hit their own.
Which is
dudes,
fine
though.
for me.
Yeah.
All right, and then they hit Gerald one more time, so it does 3 points of damage, and then the last one is back in the back. It hits Caden. Does an 18 hit Caden?
Yes.
Okay, you take 5 points of damage. All right,
I've got 10 more.
so that's their turn, and Richard, you can roll a d6 for initiative.
5.
All right, let's see what they get. A 5, house wins. You are able to act
Woo.
first.
At this point, I'm swinging on the one in front of me with a longbow instead. I mean, long sword instead.
All right.
Ooh, nice. We've been getting a lot of 20s.
Yeah.
Sword. However, I gotta clarify, my goal here is to impale the one in front of me and then use him as cover against arrows.
That's-
That's not going to
Did you do that?
happen, but that was my goal.
Caden, you cannot attack from a second rank with the mace.
Second rank.
Yeah, that's a
I can't
doorway.
fit?
Yeah, you are in a doorway. Unless you move.
I am at 5 of 11 hit points, so if you want to do healing stuff, I'm not going to say no.
Both of them in the second rank, then yeah, sure.
Oh man, that 20. Can he bank it? Anyway.
Sorry. I thought I could. I thought there was...
That's pretty good. I got a natural 20.
I said it earlier, but this is a door. 2 of you
Yeah.
are the maximum that can fit here.
Right.
You've got 2.
I
I
guess
got a
the
natural
width of
20
it
on him
confused
for
me.
4 damage.
All right, 4 damage. Okay. And then let's see. Gerald misses. John, and then
Pure white wounds.
Oh, wait, are these guys 1 hit dice?
yes.
Oh,
can
then I
attack
get another
again.
one. Yeah, go
Yes.
ahead. You go first. Your guy.
Okay.
So,
All right, you kill your.
So, Ross,
Yeah.
can I get up and try to jump out of the window?
I'll say that's another check, and then this is a whole like greased pig situation with the wizard right now. Like, they're just trying to like
Dude.
get you in here.
Yeah.
use light.
He's like, "Get off me, you bastards!" And
Yeah,
he's
you're
just like,
kicking him. You don't even like
Yeah.
you don't want to kill him, but you're just kicking him in the shin. He's like
Yeah.
and screams, holds his chin.
"Natural 20."
Oh, yeah, you got it. You like you jump out the window again.
Okie-doke.
And I start
I'm trying
sprinting.
ninja.
Wizard
I
ninja.
start-
You learn from the ninjas. You learned this from the ninjas of Bard's Gate, of course.
I'm gonna multi-class, and if you flip into a ninja, I'm quitting Rock. Okay, when I jump out, I'm gonna start running actually south towards the tents.
Okay,
I'm gonna cast Pure white wounds.
go ahead. I'll say that you make it, part of the way. This is just outside the building next terminal.
Okay.
Well, actually, we'll go ahead.
Well,
And
you get
put
2 hit
over
points back.
here. All right.
Gerald gets 2 hit points back.
Excellent. So I go bump from
I would roll a 1.
5. Isn't it 1d6 plus 1? Either way.
Yeah, I rolled a 1.
Oh, correct. Okay, so I'm from 5 to 7, which is not bad.
It takes you out of light.
Well, since I can get inside now.
All right.
So you killed the one in front of you?
Yes.
Okay, I have a question then, Ross. Since I was standing still when I killed him, is there allowed to be any movement? Not to attack again, but just to move
No, yeah, that takes
inward?
your...
Okay,
Okay,
that's
so...
what I want to know. Because I would have just charged them screaming, given myself as a target, but charged them screaming.
Okay, so... Yeah, you clear the combatants in the doorway.
Is it one big room?
Who's next?
Yeah, it's basically it's
Okay.
got like you know, like an
Like a
alcove
Viking
here in the
hall or
corner.
something.
But other than that, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. These two have already used their turn. They failed something. So everybody else can use their short bows, which they do.
And they're not firing into melee now.
Nope.
All right, let's see. Those two miss Gerald. An 18 hits Alaric for
Cleanly.
5 points of damage.
Yow.
And a 19, and then, let's see, a 19 hits Caden
Yes.
for 1 point of damage, and the rest miss. Meanwhile, the outside, it just sounds like chaos. Like, probably you don't know what's going on other than that. But, so Richard, you can roll a d6 again for initiative.
All right.
Yeah, it'd be good if we win because we don't want to get put in cushion more than we need to.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
They're gonna just keep firing now. Like, you know, this
Yeah.
is their lives are at stake, so they're just desperately firing at the intruders
could
in the
be bad.
doorway.
Yeah.
Let's see. Alaric, you take another 1 point of damage, and let's see, I think that goes back to Gerald, which that misses. The rest of them miss.
Down 8 so far.
Ooh. Thank you.
All right, and you all can act.
I will charge
Wait.
into this group.
How many hit points did you say you had?
Who are you speaking to?
Of Arc.
Yeah, it looks like I'm
Sorry, I didn't do anything.
you know, pretty damaged, but I'm charging forward. I'm not waiting for anything. So.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm just pushing
okay.
in.
All right.
Yeah, I have to wait, so I'm pushing at you.
All right.
Okay. They've got 1d8. These
Oh
are
wait,
single
yeah,
hit
he's a
points on them?
spellcaster. He can cast first. That's right.
I
forgot
can't.
about
I thought casting was later.
that.
You say
I
your
thought
cast,
casting was a missile. Right.
and it ends at the end. So
Oh, okay, then yeah, then no.
What? So, Caden, you're moving, right?
Yeah, moving with them.
Okay. All right. All right.
I'm still
so
better
you
than
all-
halfway.
You move. They did already.
They
Yeah,
fired.
because they won, and then they tried to. Okay, so and they fired. That's right. Okay. So let's see. They already fired, and so, yeah, you moved, and now you can do melee. They fired a missile,
hit
so
deck?
they're not going to do melee.
The guy
They are
extremely to
single hit
my
dice. Yes.
east. I rolled a 10. I don't know what their AC is.
Sorry, the ascending armor class 12 is the target.
Okay, so missed on the first one.
I did a 19 for
Hit
7
on the
damage.
second one for 3 damage. Same guy, but then I missed the first time.
We're getting really lucky.
We really are.
and
Why
Ross,
did I say that?
Is he alive with 3? Oh no! Then I swing at the guy to my last swing, and I hit for 2 damage only this time. I rolled
This
the 1.
guy, right? Which one?
Yeah, that guy. No, this guy now.
Okay. All right.
Only 1. I mean 2 damage. Oh, okay.
so Ross, what does Bara see on the outside?
Okay. So all this happens. Meanwhile, Bara, you're on the outside. I kind of put you over into the other
Yes.
thing that's going on there. 2 different things. So you come around the side of the building. So you're actually like on the map now, right? You can
yeah.
see that this tents are on fire. This thing has been knocked over, and the paladins have formed up, and their horses. Some of them are holding torches. One of them is dead. Their warhorse daughter trots by itself nearby with its owner gone. and there's strange lights coming from the boat.
Okay, I'm going to run.
Yeah.
And where's the warhorse right now?
It's what are you trying to do?
Okay, I'm just wondering where it was. I'm going to run alongside the water, get down as close as I can, and sort of keep low, and get about halfway to the boat, so I'm in range to cast light next round. So I want to sneak down this way. Oops, why my pointer's not working?
Get through the dead bodies.
Sneak down this way. Along the shore.
What are you going to use light for? Are you going to try to like look in the boat in order to, and then you cast light after you look in the boat? Is that the goal?
Figure it out.
Well, I can't do it this round, but so I'm going to do it next round. I got to get closer. So I'm going to get closer and see what's going on, especially what's going on with the weird lights.
Right.
If I can identify somebody, I might cast it right on them, but I'm not yet sure.
Right.
So I kind of want to wait till next round to make a decision on that.
Okay, I will say that you can, because we're talking about differences that just a 1.5 rounds. That's done. So you make it, but you make it, and it takes the entire round.
Yeah, I don't want to be that close though. I want to be like here. If that's okay.
Are you just trying to from where?
Trying to close the distance, but not actually get to the boat.
From where?
I don't want to be.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I want to be able to see the boat and the top of the boat from. I don't want to be closer than the paladins are. I want to get a sort of a view from the back to see if I can see anybody making these weird lights. I might just cast it. Maybe next round I'll get in closer. But I just want to close in a little bit right now.
That's why I want to make sure I understand your intention, because there's nothing going on top of the boat, and you can see that.
Well, yeah, my intention then is just to if nothing's happening and it's all closed up. Can you just describe where are these lights coming from? Like, what's the flashing light deal?
Yeah, so the boat has port windows and just like places where you can see out of the boat, and it looks like it's in the I just had the word and I lost it in the
Third.
in the ship. It's so weird. I just lost the word for it, but yeah, it's inside the ship.
Below deck.
Thank you. Yeah, below deck.
Okay, yeah, then I'll run right up to a window if on the backside here actually, if I can see look into a window, a little porthole or something. I'll try to get a look in, and that'll be my turn.
Okay, you run up and you probably spend some time like trying to find a way to climb up, and then bodily risk yourself to try to climb on the outside, the slippery outside of this boat hole. But you're able to do it, probably using the frozen sludge and grime of the boat itself, and covering yourself in muck. But you claw yourself up to a place where there's a gap. Yeah, ninja wizard. Yeah, and you pull yourself up. You look inside. You can see inside of the boat is there are two people with a bunch of young girls that are chained up, and the girls are surrounded with dark candles. There are sigils and symbols marked on the floor. They seem to be conducting some kind of dark ritual, realizing that their time is running out.
Oh, I don't like that. That makes
Did
me
the
angry.
paladins are they just standing there?
Their turn.
Yeah.
Marisol?
Well, we'll get to them in a second. This
Okay.
is Bara's thing. Okay, so let me pan back to you guys. That was the end of the turn, right? So,
Yep.
Richard, roll a d6.
Alrighty. Ba-ba.
Nice.
All right. You are able to act first.
All right. I will be doing melee, so I will not be moving or missile fire.
Oh, you can't move to the melee?
You can move or melee, but I'm already in. I don't have anywhere to go. I'm already in melee.
Everybody can just roll their attacks.
Well, I can't attack yet, right?
You can move a certain distance and attack. That's normal, right?
Okay.
Yeah, as long as you're not moving your full movement or anything.
Dang it.
So,
There you go. A good bonk.
Yeah. Good bonk.
Yeah,
I'll say
backing
you
up
kill the
Gerald.
wounded one. Yeah.
The one on my southeast takes 5,
Southeast 5. Okay. Gotcha.
and 12, I believe, hits. 4 on
Just
the north.
past these two that are dead?
Let's see. 12 does hit for 4 damage.
Yeah.
Didn't they get a free attack on them, or was that not a thing?
Nope. There's no free attack on this.
Okay.
You can just run by people?
Yeah, well, we can talk
Well,
about
I didn't
it
run by
afterwards if you
anybody.
want.
I ran.
Okay, probably heard the end of it.
Okay.
I
That's
ran
cool.
2 people, not by them.
Okay,
They were
so
dead. Everybody I ran by.
that's your all's turn. These wounded people, they realize like they're screwed. So they are gonna fight to the death, actually.
Yeah.
Not their finest morale, not the best decision they could have made.
Nope,
But morale checks,
not-
morale checks.
Yeah, not the best decision. They probably could have just, they probably think that maybe you're not going to spare them, and this is like a life or death struggle.
I mean,
Yeah, that's probably a good.
paladins would not.
That's not an unreasonable assumption. All else.
Considering when we charged into the building, we never gave them any options. We just went in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Gerald, that 20 obviously hits, so you take 4 points of damage.
Ooh,
And
I'm looking bad.
Mrs. Caden. Okay,
Oh,
so this battle is going on inside the building. I'm going to pan back here, and Bara, roll a d6, please.
Watch and learn. Wizard Ninja gets a 3.
All right, you house wins. You can act first.
Okay, I look inside and I close my eyes and I'm like, how does that go again? And and then I recite this thing that I've practiced many times in my little hovel at home, and I try to cast light on the eyes of whoever seems like they're leading the ritual inside the.
All right, yeah, you do that, and you disrupt the ritual, and you hear noise. Now you've stuck along the river in the dark, or run rather, and then clawed your way up the grime, and then casted the spell in the boat. The paladins, Jean Hollycroft, this scares the horses. They rear up, and she's like, "It is a miracle from the light charge." She thinks it's a miracle, obviously.
All right.
And
good.
gallops up the.
Sign. The light is with them.
Right. So I'll make a.
Galloped over there. Wow.
Make
Draw a
a
little
like,
boat.
yeah,
Ours
make
is
make a boat as well.
I don't want Bar to die. I really want, but I think that one day he will.
That's how it be.
Maybe this day.
Maybe this day he will.
And I need.
I mean, we can still all die inside the house, too.
Yeah, you guys. How many hit points do you have left, Gerald? Richard?
3.
9.
Roland, servant. I had this a little wrong. It's 3, but some of these are going to matter less than others.
Oh man.
These, you see, these people are wearing masks, and yeah, you blind the person obviously conducting the ritual. They charge in and then like launch off their horse and make it down into the deck. I will say that takes their turn, but they spread out here ready to interrupt these blind people, and then their goons take their entire turn to make it up from a lower deck. So,
And that's the girl. Okay.
yeah. All right. I'll hand back over to here, and Richard, roll a d6. Right.
6.
6. All right. You are able to act first. Don't miss, Richard. Don't miss.
I missed.
No.
Don't die now.
Okay,
I'll do it.
I killed a guy for you.
Okay.
Hit point.
You're welcome.
I'll do
Good job.
the healthy one because that 8 does it. Okay.
That's
and
everyone,
then,
isn't it?
no, Alaric, you got one. So
Oh, I killed him.
unfortunately,
I'm Alaric. I killed the guy up ahead of me. If I didn't, I had one more swing to go.
which did I use? Whose token is that I put in here? I grabbed some other rando person, didn't I? This is Caden. This is Alaric.
Yep.
Yeah, you got
I
them
just
all.
saw Gerald.
This person is not dead. This person is wounded.
Okay, then I swing one
You
more
killed
time
this
last
one,
round because I had one more swing.
Okay. Yeah, I had the. So you had 2 people in front of you, and I
had
took
2 killed.
I took the healthy one, you know, because why not just, you know, and then so you had 1 more. Yeah, you can go ahead.
And I
swing
missed on
it.
the other one anyway, so it didn't make a difference.
Oh
He's
no.
still wounded.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and roll the hit for this round.
All right, to this round now. That's a better. Oh, a nice.
Yeah.
Damage.
Okay.
Maximum damage.
All right. You killed this one, but unfortunately, you've already attacked, so you can't move.
Yep. Can't do nothing else.
And you've already attacked, so now it's come down to. Let's see. They're going to move up.
Oh, those are wounded. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I got confused.
That's why I was like,
2
I
nat
was like, you
20s.
just ran by to you guys.
Oh, see, I said no, they're all dead. I ran by them.
What?
Oops.
Oh,
Yeah,
What,
we're,
Ross?
I said 2 nat 20s. We're about to see if Gerald is gonna make it or not here.
and Caden.
Here's 2 d6s for Gerald and Caden. A 3 for Gerald.
Oh,
Is that it?
Yeah.
that's exactly my hit points.
That's it. And then 2 for Caden. Are you alive?
God.
Your hit
Joe.
points is it?
Yeah.
I just took 2. Okay, I'm fine.
Richard.
Alas.
Oh my
I'm
God.
at 7.
All right. Okay, so
Oh, it could still go either way.
let's see. That's your all's turn.
There's no unconscious in this game.
Nah.
Everyone should be unconscious.
Actually, there
No.
is. No.
there?
No. There
You're
is.
at 0, right?
Because we talked about this. So how far below does your hit points go? Is that directly on your hit
That's a
points?
0. That's a dead 0.
Okay.
That's unconscious.
I don't usually do this, but I'm going to do it right now because I think it's just funny. But dying happens at -1 in this game, and I'm not making it up, and I'm going to bring it up right now to prove it because I think it's so funny. Unless I'm wrong, and then it won't be funny at all. That would be like super not funny. But
Oh, I see it. Yeah, it's on page 43. Huh.
yeah, that came up. That came up one time. Yeah, it says damage and death. If hit points are brought to -1, so you're unconscious.
Oh my God.
And that makes sense because you should be able to knock somebody unconscious. You can't be unconscious at 1 hit point.
Actually, that's a good point. I was wondering why. I thought that rule was kind of weird when I saw it, and I was like, all right. But then when we looked at it, because I think what it was is Darren was talking about AD&D, because I could see how these 2 games could get confused easily.
Yep.
And I was like, no. And I looked it up, and I was like, well, it's -1. And anyways, it didn't help.
Well,
the
if we kill
person.
this 2, I'm going to heal him. After we kill these 2.
Yeah, we'll see if you do it next round. You may still die.
Yeah. I did not. I stupidly ran by those guys. I'm sorry.
I will give a. Well,
Well,
you,
you killed everybody.
it didn't
That's
matter.
That's why I was
because,
confused. I was like, you ran by the 2 guys.
well, we'll talk about that. Remind me
okay.
after the session. Okay, so, all right. So over here, with this going on, Vera, roll a d6.
Okay. 6.
6. All right, you win the initiative. You see this stuff going on. You see the paladins charge in. You see the mercs join the battle, and you've disrupted their ritual. They go right back to it. He's like, quickly, finish the ritual. Invite the master into the world.
I take the 2 final weighted darts that I have, and am I looking through a bit of a porthole or something, or what? What is it?
I mean, yeah, you can. Okay.
Hurl them over this priestess or priest or whatever. they are.
darts. The darts.
Blam.
The darts
I
of
get-
doom.
Oh,
Armor class 15 with one of them.
Let's see here. He is armor class 15. The other
Nice.
one's 14.
2 damage.
oh nice.
Okay, you interrupt his spell, right? So that's, so all right, you
That's
interrupt
extra
it once
damage,
again.
right?
He
He's
screams.
really pissed.
And let's see. Your allies are going to act. They're going to come up and start trying to end this as best they can. This
Yeah, go damn holograph.
This is actually supposed to be flipped. I have this backwards. Okay, so let's see. They're just paladins, so they have regular, just 1 attack.
Unless the level 7 one gets an extra every other or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Level 7 might be the level where they get extra attacks.
You let me know.
If they ever get it in this game. I don't remember.
You
I didn't ever
see.
play a paladin.
How much damage did you do to that guy?
2.
2 damage. And he's got 22. 2 plus 8 is 10. Okay. So, alright. And then this paladin's going to attack this servant. It's for 8 damage, max damage. And this one has 28.
I don't think you get extra attacks, do you?
I think some class does at some level, but I don't remember what it is because I don't usually play very high.
These all these thugs, they come up, they roll up on this this woman here, you know, to try to kill her.
A high level guy was a cleric. I know he didn't get attacked.
Yeah, I don't think it's valid.
No.
Okay.
It's fighter.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, I played a cleric, so it didn't matter.
The rest were trying to do this ritual, so I'm going to say that's what they were doing. Now they realize that, like, they have to deal with you all or they're not going to be able to complete it. Let's see. 1, 2 hit. 2 of them hit for 8 damage.
Eesh.
And 8. Okay. Let's see. That is them. I'm going to pan back to you all. And Richard, you can roll a d6 again.
All right.
It's still life or death, Caden. You have 2 on you right now. They're able to act first.
Okay.
Oh my god.
7 hit points.
Let me think about this. They know that Alaric is right there. Caden's right there. They're both wounded. I think it comes down to this. This is it.
I think they're going to attack the person who's still moving.
Yes. But
will one of them split to attack me?
No, I don't think so, right?
Okay.
Like they're going to just try to kill who's right next to them. But
That's what I would think too.
it comes down to a morale check.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna lower their morale. So they have to roll under a 6.
I'll just let them hit me.
No. I mean,
Look at the.
look. Every single person has
I'm
been
just
slaughtered.
Yeah,
So-
that makes sense.
Yeah. So, but if they roll a 5 or below on a 2d6, they're
And
gonna
they're
fight.
wounded.
Yeah. Here we go.
And the guy who wounded them is
They roll
still
a nat 12.
fresh looking.
They drop their weapons and they're like, "Stop, please, please!" One of them's guts has fallen out. Like one of them is like, they can't even hear. They're just hearing like bells right now. He collapses against a wall, and they beg for their lives.
I'm not going to heal like wounds. Cure like wounds on Gerald.
All right.
I'm gonna kick away the weapons while I still have my weapons out. Is Gerald alive? And that's gonna mean what I do right after that answer.
Just
All right.
barely.
You get 2
Gerald.
hit points back.
Yeah.
Yay!
Okay, Gerald's alive. I don't immediately skewer as, you know.
All right. Meanwhile, back with Bera and the paladins.
I will do one action. I will toss my rope down to the guy at my feet and say, tie your arm and to the other guy and toss me the rope.
Okay, you tie him up for now. You're trying to disable them. Is that the plan?
Yeah,
You disable them. You do
because I
that.
want to be able to keep going and leave them here.
Okay. You do that. All right. And let's see. You haven't done anything this turn. Yeah. So.
Do I want to move after I cure, or no? I can only do one action.
No, but I mean, I'll just say. So let me
Yeah.
kind of get rid of this stuff and kind of.
I'm gonna go help the paladins as soon as I can.
Right. I'm gonna put you all kind of where you would be. I don't want to lose these tokens because I have to calculate all the money and experience and loot.
Yay!
I know Gerald's not going to be fighting anymore, though.
So I
Not for a
gotta
while, no.
move all this stuff into the wilderness here. Okay, let me get rid of this building.
I don't have any kind of potion or anything to hand.
All right.
No, I never had any potions.
So
I didn't get them as loot.
so
Oh,
you,
you
Somebody,
Give it-
each of you guys got potions, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have
I have a
them, but you
potion.
guys have them.
you make it outside
use
the you make it outside the building and you hear fighting and stuff going on inside the boat, and there's just dead bodies and just like fire and chaos, you know, and everybody's dead and moaning here in the among the tents, you know.
No one's
So-
having a good time in there.
Yeah, so I'll say the next, because you had to leave the building, etc., etc. So it's going to take you the next turn to get there, and so it'll probably be the end of the next turn when you arrive. So, all right. Meanwhile, in the boat, Bara, roll another d6. These clerics have decided to fight. It is their turn, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6.
Uh-oh.
Dog pile.
She's dead.
1, 2,
Hopefully your AC is lucky. She got plate, remember that. She's not necessarily dead, she's got plate.
7. She is still alive after 3 of them hit
wow.
her. And one, I'm sorry, I'm putting it on the wrong person here. It needs to be this person. One paladin is just like holding off all these like mercs and goons, just like, and screaming. Meanwhile, the servant is gonna, see, he's not in melee, so he's gonna move, come across, and Harlan Narwhal. He can.
Narwhal.
I think it's a typo. I think it's supposed to be Harlan Mesk. Harlan Mesk. He is going to cast Hold Person. Let's see if she can save against this. She does. He loses his spell. And then the other one is going to run. Well, can he actually? He can't. So he's going to run up and have to just like fight. And he's going to do that. 12 does not hit. Yeah. Oh, multiple attacks. Oh, wait. That's just for one hit die creatures, though. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's the best they can do. And then there's one other servant. And he's going to try to attack a paladin. And also misses. Okay. So now, you all... it's your turn, but... you make it to the boat, and because I'm trying to.
Is anybody taking potions? Just so while they're doing this.
Sorry,
I'm going to get my potion.
Hold on, please. So, I'm skipping.
Sorry.
So, yeah, this group here, just to kind of organize things, so we're not like skipping back and forth. You guys take your turn to get to the boat, okay? And so you appear on this round in the boat, all right? And that takes.
I think, Rob.
Hold on. So this takes their turn. I know that you still got your turn. Now, Bara, what do you do?
Okay. Well, I'm outside the boat. I was going to climb up on top of the boat, and
right.
I wanted to see if there's a hole, like a way to trapdoor way to get into the boat. I'm not sure how they got into the boat before I did. Granted, I was.
Yeah, but don't worry about it. They're not able to do anything on this turn. I just needed to get everything together, so I'm not panning the camera back and forth. Is your intention to get in the boat?
My intention is to find it if there's a way I can leap down from above onto one of them from the deck.
Interesting.
Like, how do you get?
Yeah.
Usually, I don't know. It depends on the size of the boat. If there's,
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make a chaos die. I'm gonna roll a d6 to see if that's possible. It doesn't sound very likely. It's just a ceiling, like with the cabin. So let's see if that. If you get a 1, you can do it. There does not appear to be any way to do that. You can look over the top from where you're at and look onto the deck, and it doesn't look like there's any way. There's just stairs going down into the.
Okay, cool. I'll run down into the hold then with the rest of them.
All right, you can simply climb in. You fit.
Through the thing. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. And the one with the light who's blinded. She's or he. Is it a she or a he or what's the?
That is a he.
Okay, I'm going to go straight for him and with my dagger and just tries to drive it into his neck.
Whoops.
If I can.
Harlan Mesk, I think is. Yeah. Let's see. You can do that.
Okay.
You
Don't
move,
worry, little
do an
girls.
attack.
Gotcha.
That's a great mask.
Creepy mask, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's the person?
Yeah.
Okay, watch this. Okay, I miss.
Let's just.
Watch
I saw.
it.
All right.
I didn't have time to give him a potion, right?
That's what I was asking, because before they charged in, wouldn't you want to take the potion?
I'm sorry. I maybe am causing some confusion here. I wanted the tokens to be where I wanted them to be instead of like over somewhere else on the map.
Got it.
So I've said a couple of times, you all will make it at the end of the round. That's when you all make it into the boat. Okay, so
I get it.
all right, let's see.
So I was gonna give him my potion. Is that something I could do?
No. You all are making it into the boat at the end of the round. You're not making it into the boat until the end of the round. You're not.
Okay.
No.
So yes, so he gives him this potion. Whether that affects whether you get there or not, we don't care because we want him to have the potion. That's the point.
Right.
That's what we're clarifying. That before we get there, even at the end of the round, he has to have taken the potion.
I'm sorry. I'm confused. You're giving it to Gerald.
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. I was trying to manage this combat here instead of you can give somebody a potion. You're like running and trying to make it to the boat and stuff. Okay, so let's see.
So
1, 2, 3, 4,
goes
5, 6. Yeah,
All
you
right,
can.
I received the potion.
And you shouldn't go in until you've taken it.
All right.
I think it's like a 1d6.
4. And finally, after all that, this paladin finally falls.
Ooh.
This
No.
level paladin?
There's still a good number of guys left.
Oh yeah, and they're tough ones. They're not the babies we fought before.
Could be bad.
Oh, it could be very bad. Whew. They have more hit points than we do.
All right.
Yeah, this looks rough.
Sorry, go ahead. What did you say?
I was just saying that this looks rough.
Okay. So we're all in the boat now. Let's see, Richard. And to clarify, yes, you can. While you're running, can you give somebody a potion and take it? Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
And so you make it to the boat. You can take the potion. Now. This is kind of like the entrance to the boat. I think that's something else I'm kind of causing confusion with. This is like a ramp. This is like where the entrance to the boat is right here. And
You can roll your hit points, Gerald.
All right. So 1d6, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
oops. Well, that's fine actually.
All right.
Uh,
All right. So I'm at 4.
Well, survivor event 2.
Nice. All right. So, let's see here. Did we already roll initiative?
No,
Not for the
not
next
for,
round.
Okay.
not for the round after we arrive.
Is anybody casting a spell?
Nope. You got anything?
I have no spells left.
Oh.
Let's say it like that. Oh. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, shit.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna go. I yelled that I'm gonna go for the mob.
Can I
To have multiple attacks, or Gerald, whichever one of us goes for the mob because we get multiple attacks. I have 3 attacks per round.
Can I make a
Gerald,
quick suggest that we just like do a little huddle here as a bunch of players,
All right.
and just check ourselves. Like, do we want to? Sometimes when I'm a GM, I do this with when it's like it's going to be a TPK. I'm like, you guys might want to just talk for a second. Like, is it? Do we want to? We're going to do this. Like, we got no other options here.
Let's see.
I think at this point,
We've got 3 paladins left. One of which is the named one.
Yeah.
Bara is still there.
Yeah.
I'm here.
and a
These
bunch of little girls.
goons- Agaric is a 3rd level fighter,
Yeah,
and I'm 2nd.
I'm about a little over half hit points, so I still have a decent number of hit points.
All right.
Okay.
I've got half left.
Maybe if we can try to influence their morale, let's take out the big guys first here.
Agreed.
Well, I think
The ladies are on the big guy. We can't.
I
there's-
think I
he's
should go
covered.
for the little guys because if those little guys all get the same attacks that a big guy gets,
You're
so
right.
if we can take them out one hit, if I get lucky, 3 hits, 3 down.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are all about killing the first level guys.
Yeah, because that makes sense to knock them out.
Yeah. Okay, I'll take the big guy.
Okay.
All right,
got
Gerald.
it.
Character, if Gerald falls here, I'm okay with that.
Caden, what were you saying?
Yeah, I don't need to back up the damn holograph. But I'm gonna go with Lark.
Cool.
All right. You have to beat a 4, Gerald.
Go ahead, Gerald. You can do this
Or get
time.
a 4.
It's for real.
Yeah. Nice. All right.
Yeah.
Back first. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to target whichever group looks like it has the softest armor. Don't put yourself inside the huddle, you goofball. You want to be on the outside.
Yeah.
I want their attention.
That's fair.
Okay.
All right.
I want to be the one that they all swing on. I have
Alrighty.
the worst armor class, but I have more hit points than most of you left.
All right.
Let's roll that 20s.
Yeah, let's roll nat 20s, everyone. It's very
Now I
important.
don't, but...
Oh, that's a 4. Ah.
Oh, you
Yeah.
get 3 more of those.
You have to hit
I
armor
missed with
class
an 11.
12.
I hit once, 9 points.
Okay.
1 down.
Their armor
maybe.
class is
I did.
12. I take 1 out with 6.
I did 3 on one of them.
Nice, guys. Now watch and learn as Bara drives a dagger into this guy's throat.
Kick his ass, Bara.
I missed.
Yeah, I figured.
Bastard. I want him so bad.
I deeply respect your hustle.
Yeah.
Just by 1 I missed. Just by 1.
Let's see. Dame Hollycroft misses. There is 2 more paladins here. One of them gets a nat 20.
Yes.
I'm doing 1 damage.
Oh. I forgot that 20s are not like 5th ed.
Yeah, you can give +1 damage or something like that, but they don't give double.
That makes it their turn. 3 of them are going to attack Alaric.
Yeah, because I look pretty menacing with my shield and longsword swinging about and spitting.
One gets a nat 20. You take 3
That's a
points
hit.
of damage.
Oh, wait.
Caden,
Yeah.
nat 1. So it misses you. This
Uh-huh.
one is going to attack the paladin. Misses, and they're just in combat now. So they're going to... Let's see, they both miss. Okay. It's good when the monsters start rolling crappy like that.
Yeah.
That's very good.
All right, Gerald, you can roll a d6.
3.
All right, you are all able to act first.
All right.
That's 15. 4 damage on the westmost one.
All right. I hit once for 5.
I miss on the second one. And no, sorry. What happened? I didn't see it.
Yeah, 15. You hit the second one. He's hit the third.
Oh,
Is this the one you
that's
were
Alaric, not
attacking,
me.
Gerald?
Say again?
Which one were you attacking?
The AC 12 guys.
No, I see.
Which one in particular?
Let's say the one who's closest to me, immediately to my left.
All right.
I don't really have a good... I'll point a little indicator on him.
Oh, those are the girls.
Oh,
Yeah.
are they?
Yeah.
In that
Yeah,
case,
you should be. Yeah, you should be on the other side.
so I thought the bearded guys were all our enemies.
Oh, sorry.
Gerald.
So this guy's wounded. That's why I didn't want to,
That's the one Gerald was at.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you can wound him again or
I
kill
did
him.
the other one.
Yeah, let's go ahead and remove him from play.
All right. You do 2 points of damage, Caden, to one of them. I'm gonna.
I did 2 points of damage to one of them. Directly. Well, he would pick the same one I heard, I would assume.
Oh, I thought
Probably.
I thought this was. I've got 3. You did 3 attacks.
3 attacks. I'm level 3.
Ah, that's right. Nice. Okay. Well, take out the wounded one.
Right.
And Ross, Bara is going to pull away from this fight and go to the children. Are they tied up or anything? He's going to try to get them out of... My intention is to start getting them out of a way of the battle and get them outside. And we can bring them up to the...
How are they dressed?
Just
Well, they can-
temporarily to get them out of the battle. I get it. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
able to do that, and you marshal all these people out of the
Yeah.
battle.
I'm on the good side. Come on, come on. Pull them
Yeah,
outside.
you look it.
Yeah.
All right, takes a turn to
Hell
do
yeah.
that. This one fails his morale check. I went ahead and resolved it. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
These two, I'm going to see. Actually, no, they're smarter than that. This one is going to. Let me see what kind of trickery he has, because he realizes that this is not going well.
They seem like followers of chaos. They're gonna die.
I think that. Okay, I don't think that. I don't think he has any way out. These people are on horseback. I think he has.
They're on horseback in the boat?
No, I'm just saying, like, you've got paladins with war horses. I don't think he has a way out of this mess. I think he has to just fight to the death. So.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah. All right. I think that I already resolved their attacks. I think. No, you all attacked, and then and then you acted. Okay, and I did roll for their attacks. So let's see. They are going to attempt to fight because they don't have any other choices. They all miss. Yikes! Gerald, roll a d6.
Love to be
Roll a
rolling.
7. Roll a 7.
I'm not gonna roll a 7, man.
Nice.
Actually, this way I raise the bar, and you can be happy when you roll a 6.
All right, you are able to act first.
You would be anyway, but whatever.
All right. Who is still combat capable?
I should. This guy is failed his morale. The guy to my left, right?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm going forward. Who is the one with the 2 dots? Is that an enemy or a friendly? I can't tell. Let me zoom in.
It's an enemy. I'm gonna get rid of those dots. They don't do you all any good. Kind of obscures what's going on.
I missed.
I'll get rid of this dot too.
Harold, you might want to stay. Okay.
18.
I don't
To,
really care if this guy
okay.
flees.
3 damage on the middle-ish one, the one with the dots before.
Okay. They missed.
Whiff.
Whiff. All right.
These guys are multi-hit die targets, so they. So
Oh yeah. No, they're
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
they've taken several hits already, and they're still standing.
Bera.
Barrow's just outside with the girls, just keeping them. Don't worry, you're gonna be warm. We've got blankets for you and stuff.
This one sneaks in among the girls. You know, like try to.
Okay.
Really?
You know.
I just on him with a fury that he was not prepared for, and they see that I'm a good person with my rage.
Yeah.
Yeah, tie him up.
Beat him to death.
Let's see.
Kick him in. Never mind.
Eat him.
All right. D6. Oh, you win. All right, you're all able to attack. You know what? Go ahead and resolve 3 attacks. Go ahead and
Another
do-
turn?
Yeah.
Who's resolving 3 attacks?
You guys can go ahead and resolve 3
Did the paladins
attacks.
not attack?
They did.
But
I
I'm not
managed.
attacking
I don't
single
roll
hit
above a
then.
5.
Ah, I missed 11. That doesn't hit.
An 11 does not hit. No.
Yeah, okay.
13.
A
But I'm
13
attacking-
does not hit either.
Yeah. Why am I doing 3 attacks?
Just to speed
Yeah.
things up.
Oh,
Because
okay,
you
got
won. You won the initiative.
21
Okay.
for 9 damage,
Okay. Who are you attacking?
and
do
a
3
21
attacks.
for 6 damage.
Who are you attacking?
The one directly in front of me.
Gotcha.
That's used to have 2 dots.
All right. So this is
he
cool.
took 15 damage.
I don't know if I can't remember. I don't think Alaric. Were you here for the slave market thing? You were here, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember this person? He was a short, fat man with crazy hair coming out the back and stuff. Do you remember that?
Was that the one that was doing
The
the
buyer?
buy in the back that got pissed at us when we had her bid?
Yep.
Okay.
You pull the mask off this person, although judging from his strange, portly, short appearance with the weird hair, it
Yeah,
wasn't
cool.
hard to tell anyway. And you peel off Harlan's mask, and he looks at you defiantly, and he says, "In the end, the master will have his way."
Tell him you failed while he
and
waits.
You kill him.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you stab
I'm
him,
not
and
asking questions.
you end Harlan's life.
Clearly, they served the Master of Death.
Ooh. Truly remarkable success today.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
There's 2 left.
There's
got
2
a
more left.
6.
They can still kill us.
Yeah, watch this.
I think that they're going to fight to the death too.
I think I did 2 damage to one of them.
All right. All right.
Unless a 15 does not hit.
A 15 hits. I think the 15 hits. Let me make sure.
Thought they were
A 15 hits. Yes.
good.
Okay. 2 damage. Woohoo.
I got 2 20s in a row, man.
Yeah.
Oh
any
no,
o-
I got 2 19s in a row. 2 19s in a row. Sorry.
Any other attacks?
If it was green, it'd be a 20.
I did my 3.
Okay, these guys are ferocious. I'm going to resolve. So everybody did their 3 attacks, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm going to
And
do
that guy didn't die on the 9, right?
on the
If he died on the
9.
9, I would have attacked the other guy.
Yeah, he did die with a 9. Yeah. How much
Okay,
damage?
then I do 6 damage on one of the others. Well, actually, there's only one that I could do it. The northwest one.
All right, you do that. All right. They're pretty tough. I'm going to resolve their 3 attacks each, so just kind of skip time forward here. Let's see. This one right here is attacking the paladin. Hits once. Let me make sure I'm using the right weapon here. It's a D8 plus 2 plus 1D. Oh, I'm not going to do that. That's stupid. D8 plus 2. Only 3. Okay, and let's see. That was... And then the other one does a nat 20 and is fighting the other paladin. So 2 plus 2 is 4.
Ah.
Okay.
Okay, good.
All right, yeah, roll a d6, Gerald. And Bara, you can rejoin if you want, and help.
Ooh, great.
No, I'm gonna make sure the kids are safe. I'm gonna stay out
Right.
there.
2, you guys win. You can roll 3
Really?
attacks. Yeah, I rolled a 2.
Okay, now we're cooking with gas. 21 hit 6,
Oh,
20
come
for
on.
3.
I only
My
hit
nat-
once.
My
Unless-
nat 20,
unless
and
it's
I
12
do 2
days.
damage.
Okay, and let's see. You got a 21 for 2. And
Yeah, that's 20.
That's 8.
And I did 21 on the northwest one. I did 6 damage on that guy.
You're all gonna hate this. So the first thing is Gerald. Describe how you kill this one right here.
I don't think anything too fancy happens. My sword enters his neck. I twist, and he drops.
Just plain death.
So my
Yeah.
nat 20 did nothing. Okay.
I am absolutely not far enough above these guys to be doing anything cool. I am desperately struggling to defeat them. I get lucky. I find an angle. I'm in there. They're just long enough to be outraged that this has happened, and then the sword severs his windpipe and jugular, and he's gone from the world.
Okay. This other
Nice.
one, which I counted the excess damage towards because just
Okay.
he is not dead. However, he comes out towards where the candles are, and he goes like this, and then he just slits his own throat and kills himself for the sake of his
Lord.
master, denying you your at least the satisfaction of death of killing him.
I mean,
I have a low bar for satisfaction. I like to
that's-
sit and
that's-
watch.
But nothing
That's
weird
fine.
happens, right?
Nothing.
Like
no.
he gets.
Oh,
he
good.
can have that one. I'm fine with that. Good job, man.
Yeah, I mean, good. You killed yourself. Good job.
Yeah. So
Far be it from me to sass.
I'll say that you bring these people in from the cold,
Yep.
and you have
We're gonna start taking the bodies out quickly so they're not too.
I'm gonna drag the bodies into a corner or something.
Yeah, we don't want them to have to see the bodies before we bring them in.
After we
I mean,
lose
they've seen a
bodies,
lot,
of course.
you have
I say we don't. Yeah.
you have saved what I think it was 14 different teenage and younger than teenage girls
Yeah.
from a dark ritual to sacrifice them to an evil god known as the Master.
No complaints here.
Nope.
As
Good times.
as dark and evil as this city turned out to be, after everything you've seen, you thought you might come here for a reprieve, but instead there was work to do. And
There's got to be someplace nicer than this.
right.
Always work to do for the light.
Yeah, and when you come back to the stable row, Jeanette Holycroft says, "I do not recommend we bring these girls back into the city. Rather, we could keep them here and pay for the inn with part of. And of course, you search everything. I get it. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
We'll use what we found to pay for them to stay here at the inn and try to find their families. Any of them that do not have families now after what has happened will have a home with us if they want it."
Okay.
Thank you.
If there were any male ones, I would have offered to give them a place to stay, but they're not.
Bara pulls out from under his cloak. He pulls out a bag that's fairly hefty, actually, and he puts it on the table. And he says, "Don't ask where I got this from. I've had it for a long time. Saved every coin I could get. There's 64 gold pieces in here. I'm giving it to you ladies to do what you can with these girls and keep them safe.
Yeah, we will make a cleric of light of you yet.
This is everything I've ever earned my entire life. I think it's the best thing I can do for them."
The little girl that you bought hugs your leg. Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah, it's
Intolerably cute.
yeah, and if there's and I look at all of the little girls, like I think there's an innocence to Bara too, like there's a sweetness, even though he's got charisma 5, so don't ask me. But you can judge this however you want, Ross. I say if any of you want to come with me, I swear to God I'll protect you for the rest of my life. No one will touch you. I swear to God. That is a terrible voice. I'll keep you safe. If any of them want to, I'll totally adopt one of them, like that girl. So I think that'd be cool.
As a henchman, yeah, you could do that.
Not
You
a
can.
henchman, Ross. As a little girl who stays safe at home.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
It
but her,
never even
don't
occurred
force
to me.
Mary.
But
Yeah.
ultimately, it's her choice. Like when she grows up and she ends up like,
Well,
no,
when
I'm
she
going to go
grows up,
into
yeah.
dungeons too. You know, so.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah.
All right, so I don't even remember how much she offered to pay you, but I will tell you that you find you don't hear from her again. The woman that Marinath, but
Oh.
someone does manage to pay you on behalf of they say the Gray Cloaks. And they say that, if you need work again, that they could probably arrange further work. It is not that much pay, especially in the time that you take to organize everything and protect the girls, and because it's going to be a bit of a challenge to get out of there. In the course of looking at what you find there, you find that there's all sorts of interesting items and a lot of money. Harlan Mesk is a bit of a major player. You find on him alone probably several thousand gold pieces worth of gold.
Nice.
The adventure itself suggests at least 100 XP for every slave rescued.
Oh.
So a very large amount of XP and quite a bit of money made, and some
What's the ones that were killed?
some interesting items as well, but clearly things of chaos and darkness,
Destroy them.
And then a city that, probably isn't very fond of you now.
Right.
And I
Well,
think
we're
that's
not very
probably...
fond of it either.
I have depending on how much money I end up with, I only have one interest in this city.
What's that?
Get plate mail before I leave because I can't afford it back home.
Sure.
I really
yeah,
want
makes
a dog.
sense. All right.
If I can afford it.
That ends the adventure anyways.